We should be hearing the readiness poll coming up here.
Purge flowing Jan2 to the CISA.
Verified.
OSM verify the FCO, ROC, and OSM whole fire switches are in the proceed position.
Ready to proceed.
RLM verify red line monitor event table are in the correct configuration for terminal count. Verified. RC verify solar radiation acceptable for launch.
Verified. Launch on time verified.
Roger. LC switch to the ready position. All steps are complete prior to the status check.
We remain in the planned 15-minute hold as we continue towards liftoff. In a few moments, ULA launch conductor Scott Barney will poll the team for the final go to pick up the launch countdown. The launch coordinator conducts the launch team during countdown similar to how a symphony conductor is coordinating an orchestra.
28 engineers are polled to confirm the rocket is ready to proceed. This is the final status check for all Atlas vehicle systems, ground systems, and the payload, as well as the U.S. Space Force Eastern Range. Let's listen in as he performs the poll.
L-8 minutes. L-7 minutes.
Status check to proceed with terminal count. Atlas systems, propulsion.
Go.
Hydraulics.
Go.
Pneumatics.
Go.
LO2.
Go.
Water.
Go.
Centaur systems, propulsion. Go. Pneumatics. Go. LO2.
Go.
LH2.
Go.
House gas.
Go.
Electrical systems, airborne.
Go.
Ground.
Go.
Facility.
Go.
RFFTS.
Go.
Flight control.
Go.
GCQ.
Go.
Op support.
Go.
Com.
Go.
Availables.
Go.
BCS.
Go.
Redline monitor. Go. Quality.
Go.
Op safety manager.
Go.
ULA safety officer.
Go.
Vehicle system engineer.
Go.
Anomaly chief.
Go.
Range coordinator.
Go.
Launch director.
You have permission to launch.
Proceeding with the count. ALC, verify T0 is set for 23:01 Zulu.
Verified.
Polling is complete and the team is.
And as you just heard, the go for launch has been given, and ULA is approaching the conclusion of this planned 15-minute hold. The countdown clock, the L- clock that you see in the upper right-hand corner of your screen, will sync up with the T- clock here in just a little more than a minute. coming up on the release of the clock. Let's listen in as they're about to release the hold.
Yeah, and thinking about how big this moment is and how excited we are.
And there you see the countdown clocks have synced up. T-minus clock is moving in sync with the L-minus clock. You might notice there's just a hair difference between our clock and what was on the ULA feed. There's just a slight, like a half-second delay from what's coming in the ULA feed. And as we're coming into the final 3 minutes of the count, want to thank the now more than 20,000 of you who are watching with us live today. Really appreciate you being with us today. L minus 2 minutes and counting. L minus 1 minute and counting. As a reminder, the RD-180 engine will ignite about 2.7 seconds prior to T0 liftoff, happening 1 second after T0. "30 seconds. "20 seconds.
Go Centaur. Go KA01.
And here we go in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engine ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of Atlas Kuiper 1, the beginning of Amazon's Project Kuiper satellite internet constellation.
Continue to look good. And we've successfully completed our roll program. Hydraulics continue to operate nominally. Mach 1, Atlas 5 is now supersonic. Body rates continue to look good. to operate as expected. Throttling back up.
You are hearing Sarah Bailey Glasgow providing launch vehicle ascent data.
We are now 7 miles in altitude, moving at 1,700 miles an hour. Now passing 1 minute into flight. Vehicle continues to pass through the center of the rain track as expected. SRBs continue to operate nominally. Throttling down, engine continues to burn as expected.
SRB jettison is coming up in less than 30 seconds.
Body rates continue to look good. Vehicle is now 1/2 of its liftoff weight. Max Q passing through maximum dynamic pressure. Coming up on SRB burnout. And we have good indication of SRB burnout, 10 seconds from SRB jettison. Throttling back up.
And a good view of SRB jettison in real time.
And we have good indication of jettison of all 5 SRBs. Engine continues to burn normally. We are now 32 miles in altitude, moving at 4,000 miles an hour.
We just heard confirmation
Coming
of
up
the
on 2
solid
minutes
rocket
in
booster
flight.
jettison. These additional motors augmented the thrust at liftoff to give Atlas rocket an extra boost to reach its circular low Earth orbit destination. These SRBs are called GEM 63s, which stand for graphite epoxy motor, and are 63 inches in diameter. The most obvious difference you'll see between Atlas and Vulcan SRBs is the nose cone shape. Vulcan has a conical nose cone, whereas Atlas has a duckbill or ogive shape. We're coming up here on our next mission event, jettison of the payload fairing. Let's listen in to Sarah.
Continues to move down the center of the range track and is moving at 5,300 miles an hour. Body rates continue to operate nominally. And we are now holding acceleration at 2.5 Gs in preparation for payload fairing jettison. And we have activated the Centaur reaction control system. And we have passed the Kármán line. We have exited Earth's atmosphere. Vehicle is now 1/4 of its liftoff weight. And we have good indication of payload fairing jettison. And good indication of CFLR deck jettison. Engine continues to operate as expected.
You can
Flight
just make out
commentator
those
Sarah Bailey
fairings
Glasgow just
jettisons
called.
going just out of frame. Now about 3.5 minutes into the mission, the next milestone is going to be the booster engine cutoff, or BECO, at about T plus 4 minutes and 23 seconds. That'll be followed by booster Centaur separation.
Body rates are smooth. Hydraulics continue to look good. 30 seconds to BECO. Boost phase chill down in progress. Temperatures are operating as expected. PU has gone to open loop control as expected. Engine continues to operate nominally. And we've completed boost phase chill down as expected. And we have good indication of booster engine cutoff. And we have good indication of Centaur separation. Restart on fuel and locks, good staging. Ignition and full thrust. Arlington is running nominally. Steering has been enabled as expected. Engines are continuing to operate as expected.
This is Atlas Mission Control at T plus 5 minutes. We just heard flight commentator Sarah Bailey Glasgow confirm the successful completion of today's early milestones in today's flight, and all systems.
And with a good start to the mission here for Kuiper Atlas 1, the mission will continue on now with the Centaur upper stage continuing on in a good beginning of its burn. See a helicopter going by the pad. the conclusion of that first burn of the Centaur upper stages engine will wrap up at about T plus 18 minutes and 14 seconds. Again, at the request of Amazon, that's why we are not seeing any views of the Kuiper satellites themselves. And they cut things off from our views following stage separation. Taking a look at a quick replay here.
Ignition, 2, 1.
Ignition and full thrust. 5 good SRBs. Hydraulic
And liftoff of the United Launch Alliance Atlas V rocket, carrying satellites for Amazon's Project Kuiper internet constellation, marking the start of a new chapter in low Earth orbit satellite
View is
connectivity.
now on closed loop control. Engaging first throttle segment. And we've completed our pitch program. Engine operating parameters continue to look good. And we've successfully completed our roll program. Hydraulics continue to operate nominally. Mach 1, Atlas V is now supersonic. Body rates continue to look good.
And as we bring things back here to Florida's Space Coast, we've got a nice little souvenir from the liftoff of a rocket powered in part by 5 solid rocket boosters. Nice little remnants of the plume there. Sort of a pseudo cloud that's drifting towards us.